Are carbs good or bad? Now, you probably agree with me. I know you'll agree with me. We all eat food. We all want to sustain our energy levels up all day. And you need carbohydrate to achieve this. And you know what? If you avoid carbohydrates, you will flag in energy. You'll get bored on yet another classic diet. So stop trying to avoid them, because I'll show you what happens when you do. There's not much left to eat. There is so much confusion about this carbohydrate thing and weight control. It is simple. Do not try and avoid carbohydrate, because if you do, there's not much food left. And why do people lose weight when they cut out carbohydrate? Because there's hardly anything left to eat. Let me show you. First step, which foods have got carbohydrate? The best way to explain this, and I've got my whiteboard to do it as well, is if I just draw a circle that would represent a plate, I will then just divide it in half. As a balance, I'm looking at half your plate coming from a food high in protein. The other half of the plate, I just generically describe it as the carbs. So we'll just write carbs there. All right, so which foods have got protein? Let's jot it all down. Oops. So we've got the meat, the fish, the egg, the chicken, tofu also, and we've got legumes, which are the baked beans, the lentils, and the chickpeas. We've also got other foods high in protein, which are the dairy products. So that includes the milk, the cheese, and the yogurt. All right. Now on the other side of the plate, just a generic term of carbs, I would then say that these foods would be all the fruit, the breads and cereals. You've got rice, just to break that up a little bit more, pasta, and then you've got the vegetables also. So I'm going to highlight here which foods have got the carbohydrate, just to illustrate they're found everywhere. So what's got carbohydrate? The obvious ones. All fruits got carbohydrate. Most people actually get confused by that one, so just be careful. All your breads and cereals. Dry biscuits have got carbs as well. So all the rice, the pasta, and with the vegetables, there's a bit of a variance. I personally just focus on the potato and the corn. So the potato's got carbohydrate and the corn has carbohydrate as well. All the others are pretty much classed as carbohydrate free, even if there's a little bit such as peas and pumpkin. I'm not too fussed. Now, on the protein side of the plate, there are some foods that have got protein but also double dip to give us carbohydrate. So they equal the milk, the yogurt, and all the baked beans, lentils, chickpeas, all of those have got carbohydrate as well. So what am I trying to highlight here? That carbohydrate is found naturally in a variety of foods. Now, if you were to avoid carbohydrate in everyday food you need to eat to control your weight, what are you left with? Meat, fish, egg, chicken, tofu, and salads or vegetables which are excluding potato and corn. That is a way to avoid carbohydrate in your diet. It also means you can't eat any chocolates, biscuits, cakes. And remember, there is no sugarless chocolate, like I mentioned in the previous video. So why won't you lose weight if you avoid the carbohydrates? There's nothing left and you will lose. The problem with this is you're not left with much food and it's like you're on another diet once again and it can't be sustained. So I have a saying, if you can't sustain it, don't start it. Carbohydrates are not the problem. It's all about portion control. So now let's look at that example of that sugarless chocolate I mentioned in the previous video clip. The client thought she had made a sugarless chocolate because she didn't consider honey as a type of sugar. There is sugar in all foods. It's just different types of sugar. Carbohydrate is the big heading, and there are multiple sugars underneath, found naturally in food or as a form in liquid or a powder. Honey is the liquid version. Table sugar, brown sugar, fructose sugar is found as the powdered version. I have an important saying. In terms of portion control for carbohydrate, I think it is very easy. Please remember this. I feel like a bit of a teacher here. If you chew your carbohydrate and not drink it, you'll be absolutely fine. It'll be very, very hard to overdo the carbohydrate. So chew the carbohydrate, chew the food, don't drink it, and you'll do really, really well. So where to from here? I want to help you, help your friends, and help as many people as we can. So share it, like it, and comment below, and I'll get back to you ASAP. Talk real soon.